build. He can still probably pull it off, but they're a little bit low on farm, and I think it might be smart for them to possibly try to get some pick off top while the Invoker is mid. That's what I would recommend.
He does pick up the bracers. I'm not sure if that's intentional, maybe casual, but I do believe it actually would be, I guess, to help his, just to try to get him to not die as much. Obviously, he can't really pick up too many good mid-game items at this point because he is kind of getting to the point of being under-farmed.
Yeah. Alrighty, we might have a game coming mid. It looks like Matt did use his ult.
He is
cold feet goes out, but won't really do much. Alright, here comes Matt. Here comes Matt. He has an impale. He only has one impale. Here comes
and yep, here it comes. There's the tornado, the MP, the vendetta.
Nyx, and he will finish off the kill. He'll back off and get an air kill off of this.
It's a very, very dangerous Nyx.
Yes, they're all pretty much all of the dire sides getting their levels that they want. And if you look at it, like I said, the cockpot, he's pretty much had uncontested farm, and I know I always laugh when I say it, but he really is getting uncontested farm, which is also concerning. He's level 8. It's not looking too bright. Hopefully the Radiants can pull off with something, because they definitely do have potential. I think that they're going to have a lot of mid game, so that's something they have for them. It's just that they don't do anything in terms of that mid game. They go into late game without doing anything. That's the part that's going to be concerning. All right, you got the Vino ult coming out. It looks like he goes up to kill too. Invoker will end up getting the kill off of it, but you have the poisons ticking off a little bit of damage.
We have the confrontation.
200 health.
Looks like they actually might go for Matt, but Matt is able to escape.
150 will earn back up.
Top tower is under attack.
Looks like Invoker's still able, or looks like AM is still working toward his Battle Fury pretty quickly, even though he did suffer a death there.
Top tower needs bandages.
Looks like he's going to have it any minute now. He's just going to head back to the side shop and pick it up. But we do have Invoker moving bot as well.
It looks like Matt did end up being, building a Yule Scepter. It's not necessarily bad. The mana regen, the mana pull is always good. And he got that kill that's also given the experience in the gold alone.
We're going to see a tornado come out maybe.
Oh, yep, Bane will ult.
There's the MP.
The tornado MP.
Oh, and Zoco is able to flash out in time, but...
Yes, but the Centaur's in bad position. Looks like DazeSoft's in a bad position as well. The Chilling Touch is not out. Zoco, they're trying to kill Zoco. He will end up falling to the Invoker, and it looks like they're going to try to chase down the Centaur. Oh, if you look at the movement speed by this Invoker, it's very, very fast. And he'll get an earn charge on him. He's still chasing. He's rather tanky, but I don't know what they'll be able to do.
There's the mana burn on the Ancient Apparition, and he does go down.
And it looks like you look back here, the AA will fall as well. It's not looking too bright for the Radiant side, unfortunately. They got to really pull up something.
Invoker's now
hopefully they do.
Bloodseeker, I'm actually surprised he's not ganking earlier. It's 15 minutes and he hasn't really done anything other than jungle, which, I mean, isn't necessarily a bad thing if he is able to farm fast enough, but if he's not really helping his team, which it's actually kind of funny because he doesn't really need to.
I know he ganked the top lane once with a Rupture, but that's about it. And at this point in the game, like I said, they don't really have a lot of lockdown with what they do have. So I think that they, or thought they would have to actually have the early game. It's just unfortunate that they didn't go in their favor. So it's turning into a point where they need to figure out something, because it's getting to the point where it can be fairly concerning. It looks like Medusa's ult will go out. He will ult, but see that mana shield just absorbs the majority of the damage. He can't do anything. Rupture will eventually go out. He has to sit there. It looks like he's going to go for the Vino here.
Here's the Blood Riot on the Juggernaut.
So it looks like they're going
Juggernaut's just standing there. He can't really do anything.
Still
Surprised he doesn't upgrade himself.
Oh, the Vino will ult, but I don't think that's enough. But he's still trying to chase. No, he will back off.
Nyx rotating top. I'm not sure if he's going to try to go for the kill here, and it does. It looks like he is going to be trying to go for the kill on the Vino, which won't be needed. Oh, he's going to go on the AA though.
Bloodseeker, but it looks like Medusa will finish off the Vino. Matt is killing the AA, gets off the ulti impale, and finishes off the AA. Obviously, these trades are not on the Radiant's preference on what they would like to happen, but at this point in the stage of the game, I really don't know what they'd want to do, because if you look at the last hits, the top 3 are the dire. And Zoco is, he's at 70 last hits and whatnot, but at this point, how far will that go with how far behind? Because he almost has Battle Fury, and it's not necessarily, terrible timing or anything. It's just unfortunate that the teams, they're not able to back up each other enough, and just to the point where if they were to do so, they don't have a lot of CC to be able to deal with it. The Tornado EMP will come out with the Impale to get him stunned, and he has no mana to blink away.
Catsclaw goes down as well.
Alright. You have the deafening blast to pretty much keep the Centaur in place as well, but that tornado EMP is very, very real, and he can't blink away.
Take a look at the net worth and the XP charts. It's just a straight drop toward the Dire at this point. Even that little lead that the Radiant had in the beginning is just a sliver compared to what the Dire has at this point.
Exactly. That's, like I said, it's very concerning. With how they landed, it was a little bit, like I said, unorthodox. The Vino was definitely in a position where, if for him to win mid was very, it'd be hard for him to do so at best. So like I said, I think it was more the draft for the Dire was more solid in terms of
might get the kill on the
early, mid, and
apparition
late game.
here.
It looks like they will throw out the Gale, so he's in trouble. AA might get away. Carapace does go out. He can still do damage. Oh no, he will back. It looks like Blessing is trying to get this kill. Will finish off the AA. Alright, Vino might be in trouble here. Alright, Bane's gonna try to back him up. And looks like they're gonna be back.
In trouble as well. Zoco does flash bring himself out of there.
Blood right will eventually do it on the illusions, but unfortunately that's not too much. Jug's right here, so he might get picked off by the Bane, or at least ulted, we'll see.
They were pinging him.
No, he won't do anything, but it looks like Invoker's doing damage on the Vino. Cold Snap does go out.
It looks like Juggernaut disconnected from the game, actually. Let's see if they actually pause the game here.
Alright, I'm gonna ask pause.
They do pause, okay.
Alright, we do have a friendly pause. Does that count as rage?
Everybody's asking if it's rage, but nobody from the Radiant side will answer. Monkeys. Zoco says he doubts it. Who was it? It is Zero. Zero does say Zero's saying his internet is kind of shoddy, so I'm actually not surprised that he's DCing. I don't think it's rage. Yeah, he is coming back. I do see him coming back. So I would let Kobe know. At this point, I really don't see very much hope for the Radiant at this point. Like, I mean, unless the Dire really throws hard, I don't see them winning. And that's just a straight up fact. Zoco's getting killed a lot. Juggernaut's not getting too much farm as well. Vino really lost his lane mid as well. It's just not looking too bright for the Radiant. And unfortunately, this Invoker is sitting at 103 last hits with, how many kills is it? He is 9-0-4. And the net worth, the top, take a look at the net worth.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
The top 4 are all Dire. That's just retarded.
I mean, that is the case, and it's funny that you say that because the Invokers actually double the farm. The Jug did throw out the ult, but it looks like the EMP will come out with the Tornado. I think Invoker's just too farmed at this point, and Jug just can't get away. The AM will go out. He's close. Yeah. Oh, dude, it looks like AM will get the kill. The ulti does go out. He could finish Battle Fury, but it looks like that's too late. The Rupture did go. He can't really do much about it, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's not able to blink out of that, or he would have died for sure. I guess.
This is like concerning. Oh, this is not good. Kill the cur. Oh. Oh!
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I would not be surprised.
That's a lot of gold. See, that alone pretty much would give the AM Battle Fury. He can buy Battle Fury now, so that's good for the Radiant. That's awesome. Hopefully they can maybe take this and start moving forward with it, because they nerfed like the comeback goal and whatnot a lot, but still, like, that's a lot of gold going to the AM, which is very important for the team. And it looks like the Bane's taking a lot of damage bot. Like I said, you can't underestimate the Vino too much, but like I said, it's just, that's a lot of damage overall if they were to kind of line up their ultis.
AM does end up picking up his Battle Fury at 20 minutes. It's actually.
Oh, it looks like he's trying to deny the tower, and he will get the deny. But Medusa will go a little bit unhappy. He did kill Bloodstone, which is a little bit odd. Alright, Zug's actually trying to go for a kill. Matt's here trying to back him up. There is no tower for stealth detection, so he has to be careful. He's going up to him, and he will get it. He got the Yules, and he's going to go for the Impale, and the Impale will go out, and it looks like Medusa will get the kill.
It's actually funny that you say that the Bloodstone is a little odd. Normally I wouldn't expect to see that on a Medusa, but I mean, at this point where he's so farmed, I guess he kind of just said the fuck it stat in the strategy and just went for it.
I think it's just one orthodox. I don't think that he necessarily went to just YOLO it. I just think that he did it just because he thought that, you know, it's mana, it's regen, not necessarily bad for him. It's just, I think there might have been better options for him to be able to do. But at the stage of the game, it doesn't really matter. But the aim will get picked off, the Rupture does go out, and it leaves that Zoco in a very bad position. So it looks like they're probably actually going to get a tier 2
Radiant's
off
middle
this.
tower may need a hand.
Unfortunately, that the Dire has all their towers up and everything. That's very concerning. Bino will ult, but he will get the EMP off with the cold snap. Impel will go out and he'll get the kill on the Bino. Matt will just ult away. It looks like he's still running away, and then yep, it looks like he'll be able to get away scot-free.
This is not looking good at all for the Radiant at this point. It looks like they're actually falling apart, and the more that the Dire ends up getting harmed,
Oh, it looks like Bane saved him temporarily. It looks like, oh, it looks like he might just get away. It looks like Jug will fall, but these AA will get away. It looks like Max, who just miscalculated and actually could have got that kill, but unfortunately, he actually got the Bane sleeping on him, or Nightmare.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
survived by the skin of his teeth. They have a very offensive ward here on the pillar.
Dire's bottom tower
They want to
is
just
in
make sure they know when the AM is farming,
Radiant's
so
middle
they
tower may
will
need
be
a
able to
hand.
shut
Zoco's in
them.
trouble again. He's getting cold snap and he can't get away. He will die to the Invoker again. Unfortunately, this Invoker is very farmed. Same thing with the Medusa. It's
Radiant's
very
middle
concerning.
tower is under
At this
attack.
point, they will get a tier 2 off this.
Yeah, 12, 1, and 5,
Radiant's middle
not
tower
where you
is
want it to be.
fallen.
In fact, if you look at the kills, the top half of it is all Dire. The Dire has all the top kills at this
Oh,
point.
yeah. It looks like they're also de-warding, but if you also look at the warding from the Dire alone, a lot of aggressive warding. Their jungle is completely warded.
Radiant's bottom tower
I don't even know
is
where you'd be
under
able to go
attack.
to farm if you wanted to, because they can't do anything.
I mean, the only place you would really be able to farm if you were AM and you kind of wanted to go for the farm, I guess you could go for the enemy jungle.
Dire victory.
But, I mean, how far could you go? And it looks like the GG is called out for
Yep,
the Radiant.
GG is called.
That is game.
We will host another game, so stay tuned, guys. Look for another game. We can shuffle up the teams. Nothing's can be the same and everything, so I wouldn't count it out. So another lobby is open. All right, I'll just wait for that to start and everything. Yeah, we can definitely shuffle the teams.
I'm actually getting messages from Panda here. He's saying he's at a 200-minute game.
Panda's at a 200-minute game? Who?
Creeps have stopped spawning in jungle.